Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Anizi here, and today we'll be doing What If Naruto Had Hagoromo Otsutsuki's Karma Seal Part 1. So, let's get started. We start off on the day of the Naruto's attack. Kushina was giving birth to two children, Menma and Naruto, when they saw a portal open up and out came a masked man with a Sharingan. Kushina had just given birth to Naruto. Obito saw that Kushina had Naruto in her hands and then looked to see Menma with the nurse. When the nurse had exchanged Menma with Naruto to check up on Naruto, Obito threw a kunai, piercing the nurse but unknowingly stabbing Naruto. He had missed his aim because when Naruto had thrown a kunai at him, he had pierced Naruto as well. In the dimension of the Sage of Six Paths, Hagoromo's purple rinnegan eyes opened wide, as well as his red rinnegan in the forehead, the Rinnegan. He breathed heavily. It can't be. If Ashura dies now, Mother will win. I can feel Ashura's life force slipping away. I must do something, Hagoromo thought. Hagoromo thought about all the lessons he had learned, and then he remembered his mother, Kaguya, telling him about the once forgotten technique known as the Karma Seal of the Otsutsuki clan. The Karma is the only way to save Ashura's reincarnation and the Child of Prophecy. If my prophecy doesn't come to fruition, then the world is doomed. It will be up to you, Naruto. I'll be giving you the white Karma that will contain all of my knowledge and my abilities, as well as make you go through Otsutsukification, Hagoromo said to himself. In the real world, Hagoromo appeared in his astral form and touched Naruto's forehead as a Karma Seal appeared on him. Good luck, young Naruto, my child of prophecy, Hagoromo said as he disappeared. Obito grabbed Menma and disappeared. While this was happening, Minato went after him and used Naruto and Menma as a vessel. The yang half of the Narutos went into Naruto, while the yin half, aka the good half, went into Menma. Minato then died, as well as Kushina, who had both blocked the claw of the Narutos from killing Menma. Hiruzen came afterwards and picked up both Menma and Naruto. Hiruzen then took the two to the council room. Hiruzen then explained everything to the council members. The civilians wanted them killed, while the clan heads were neutral. They feared Menma and Naruto for a bit, but they knew that a Jinchuriki was needed. Hiruzen then declared that it was banned to talk about them being Jinchurikis, causing the civilians to get pissed, while Danzo deviously schemed stuff in his head, while the clan heads didn't even care. Before the meeting could end, a loud boom was heard as the door opened up and Jiraiya came in. Sensei, I've gotten word from the older Toad himself, that one of your children that holds the Narutos will be the Child of Prophecy. They will either save or destroy the world. So I will train that Child of Prophecy to benefit the Leaf Village, Jiraiya said. The civilians stared at Jiraiya in disbelief, not believing that the Child of Prophecy can be one of these demon brats. Come on, Jiraiya of the Sun, you must be joking. It can't be one of these demon brats, Mabuki Harano said as Jiraiya glared at her. Shut up, sit down. I don't have time for your stupidness right now, Jiraiya said. Jiraiya, wouldn't it be fair for you not to train one, but both? What if you choose wrong, Hiruzen said. As Jiraiya was about to say something, Danzo stepped up. I agree. Your ideals and your choices aren't always correct. Remember, you've always flopped in ideas. You've only become this great Sanin because you got lucky to be placed on the team with Orochimaru and Tsunade. And plus, your ideals aren't savory for someone to train this Child of Prophecy. It should be me. I'll train them to be a weapon for the Leaf, just like Jinchurikis are meant to be, Danzo said, as the civilians started cheering for Danzo. Shimura, we all know what you would do. You'll train the child not to benefit the village, but to benefit yourself. So how about you shut up before I kill you? And Sensei, surely the lesser brother will understand when he's older that the chosen brother needed to be trained to save the world, Jiraiya said. We agree with Jiraiya-sama. It's for the betterment of the village, said Koharu and Homaru as Danzo looked at them shocked. The civilians were mad but agreed. At least they could get one of the demons out and they can have fun torturing and abusing the useless demon. Jiraiya then went to pick. He sensed both of the cubies. Inside of Naruto, his eyes widened. This one has great chakra, but the malice and evil inside of him is strong, while the other one, called Menma, has less a chakra but has calmness and positivity in him. I guess that means that Menma is the child of prophecy, Jiraiya said, as Naruto was then placed in the orphanage as Jiraiya chose Menma. I'm taking Menma, sensei, Jiraiya said as he grabbed him and walked away. 5 years later, a 5-year-old Naruto was called up as grown men beat him. Ever since last year, he was beaten out and hated by everyone. He was called up as grown men and shinobi surrounded him. He felt scared. These shinobis were unleashing bloodlust and killing intent towards a 5-year-old boy. It was his birthday. He didn't know why these people were beating him up. It's not like the other kids got beaten up on their birthday. In fact, when there was a birthday, Naruto was kicked out of the orphanage to walk around where he would get beaten up by the villagers. Naruto was beaten up every day on his birthday, well, his 2 birthdays that he can remember. And not even on his birthday, he would get beaten up to near death like anytime he walks out or anytime anybody angry enough spots him. Please leave me alone, Naruto said in a timid, scared voice. But then he heard maniacal laughter coming from the people surrounding him. Leave you alone? Leave you alone? Did you leave us alone, you demon? You killed my wife. You killed my kids. You killed my brother, my sister, my friends, they screamed at him. I did no such thing, Naruto squeaked out. Now. You have to pay to punish the demon. I need my money and food as well. What if Lord Okage kicks me out? The matron said as she got in front of the crowd. The crowd grumbled as they gave the money to the woman. Well then, have your fun now, she said as she walked out, locking up the door. The mob charged at Naruto, punching, kicking, stabbing him. Stop! Naruto screamed out as a punch landed on his face. Stop it! It hurts! Naruto screamed out as one person stabbed his eye, just missing the eyeball. I didn't do anything, please stop, it hurts! Yelled Naruto as he was stabbed, burnt. His arms was bloody. After a bit, they stopped when a yellow-haired woman walked in front of them. Tell me, demon, do you remember him? Do you remember how you killed my husband, Kiyosashi Harano? Yelled Mebuki Harano as she gestured to the shinobi to hold Naruto up. I didn't. I don't remember this. When did I do this? If it was when I was sleeping, then it's not my fault, Naruto said as he tried to think of what he did, but nothing came to him because he didn't do anything. She then grabbed a knife and was about to stab Naruto in the neck. Naruto looked in horror as for the first time he channeled chakra into his karma seal. His karma seal spreaded all over him. Naruto's eyes then morphed to the rinnegan, while a rinnegan popped open in the middle of his forehead with 9 tomoe on it. Purple aura then surrounded Naruto. With the yang Kyuubi, the one sealed inside of Naruto, Kurama woke up, sensing a huge, familiar chakra. This chakra is familiar. Father, are you my host's reincarnation? Kurama roared. It can't be. Is it really you, Dad? Have you returned to save us from these evil humans? Kurama asked. Where the yin Kyuubi? The 9-tails dwelling inside of Menma woke up. This chakra. Father, have you returned? The Kyuubi said. Back with Naruto. All of the Bijus were asking the same thing throughout the elemental nations as they rode in the Jinchuriki's mindscape, sensing the familiar chakra. Naruto then unleashed his killing intent that made every child civilian die near him from heart attacks. Naruto's ice white chakra and the Karma Seal's purple chakra mixed. The shinobi were shitting themselves at the pure aura that Naruto was emitting. The killing intent was mad, as Mebuki Harano, who was near Naruto, as well as the rest of the civilians, had died just from being in Naruto's presence alone. What have you done, you demon? Stuttered out a brave Jonin. Naruto turned to look at him. Shinra Tensei, Naruto yelled, destroying the entire orphanage. No, not even the entire orphanage. He killed the mob and destroyed the entire district sector of Konoha that the orphanage was based in. Naruto then used his truth-seeking orbs to destroy everything. The third Hokage and the Anbu arrived, as well as the elders. Naruto, what have you done? Hiruzen yelled in fear as he saw Naruto looking down, his hair covering the rinnegan, as Naruto smiled at him. They tried to kill me, Gigi, so I attacked them back. This power, it feels so good, so nice. I feel invincible with it, Naruto said, as the madness from having the rinnegan was beginning to take over him, as it was stated by Obito that even having one rinnegan can drive someone to madness, and Naruto was just a kid who possessed 2, not even 2, 3 rinnegans. Naruto, you can't attack whoever you want to just because they hurt you, Hiruzen says, but was caught off guard. Naruto Uzumaki, For killing Konoha citizens, you are under arrest and shall be detained, Danzo proclaimed as the two elders came near Danzo. We, the honorable council members, representation of Konoha, authorize this request. Hiruzen, he is a threat and must be dealt with and captured and studied, they said, while Hiruzen opened his mouth but was cut off. Naruto grew angry and angry. He was getting memories of the Sage's 6 paths. He had emotion sensing from Kurama. These humans wanted to control him. They wanted to take his eyes. They wanted to hurt him. Naruto lifted his eyes up as the glowing purple of the rinnegan shocked everyone. 6 black orbs, the truth-seeking orbs, were not even 6, 9 of them formed behind him. As a black staff formed, this is the rinnegan. Its power, just feeling it is overwhelming. It's even more overwhelming than Hashirama-sama, Hiruzen quietly said in awe. Danzo stared greedily at the legendary eyes, secretly vowing to rip them off the Kyuubi's head and take it for them himself. Root, attack! Danzo yelled as Naruto smiled. Shinra Tensei, Naruto yelled, wipe out the entire root force. As Naruto appeared in front of Danzo and the other two elders. Stay away, yelled Koharu and Homaru as Naruto was right in front of them, like his face was just a few inches away from him. Danzo took a few steps forward in front of his teammates. Uzumaki Naruto, for killing my shinobi and resisting arrest. You will be executed. We will take the 9 tails from you. And those eyes, Danzo proclaimed as the two elders cheered. You could do it, Danzo-sama. You must do this for Konoha, yelled Koharu and Homaru as Hiruzen got mad. Danzo, you greedy bastard, seize this now. You're angering this reincarnation of the Sage's 6 paths. Are you mad? Hiruzen yelled. No, Hiruzen. You have become too weak. He attacked our village, our shinobi. He must be taken out, and his eyes must be used as reparation for what he has done, Danzo yelled. You think you can beat me, old man? This village is corrupt and evil. I'll punish everyone here, Naruto yells as Danzo got mad. You dare disrespect the Great Leaf Village? Just because you have those eyes doesn't mean you're a god. I'm not like Hiruzen. I don't believe you are god. You are just a fake. You are just using an illusion. No, you might have gained those eyes somehow, but yours are the demon equivalent to it, Danzo yelled, uncovering his bandaged arm, revealing his eyes and arm. Danzo, you disgraceful monster! How dare you disrespect our founder's clan, the Uchiha, and Hashirama Sensei by taking his cells and their eyes. Hiruzen yelled, I've done what I needed to protect Konoha. Now obey me, demon, Danzo says, trying to cast the Kotomasa Kami on Naruto, only for Naruto's rinnegan to nullify it. Naruto smiled. You think such pathetic genjutsu from a lower form of the dojutsu that I have can affect me? For that you will die, Naruto says, as his eyes glowed purple and the King of Hell was summoned. Naruto used the human path to rip out Danzo's soul, sending him straight to hell. The elders stared in shock as Naruto took this as an opportunity to shoot black rods right through their heads, decapitating them. Naruto looked at Hiruzen as his karma faded away. His eyes reverted back to his normal eyes and the purple aura disappeared. Naruto, why? This is how life works, Hiruzen. They tried to kill me, so I killed them before I could. You know what they say, do to others what you want done to you, or what goes around comes around. Do you want to hit, berate, and hurt me? Fine, well then they better be ready to receive the same treatment, Naruto said. Naruto, you can't expect to get away with killing them. Look at how much people you has massacred, Hiruzen said as Naruto flared his karma once again, his eyes reverting to the rinnegan, his third eye opening up and the purple aura once again surrounding him. I don't want to do this, Hiruzen, but if you try to punish me for defending myself while allowing those fat fucks of the civilian council to get away with sending people to hurt me, I will fight for my rights. Even if I have to, I'll destroy this village and its corruption. If you somehow manage to kill me, I'll release this fox and finish what it started on my birthday, Naruto said in a defensive tone as Hiruzen looked in fear. I see. These people did break my law, so I guess you weren't doing anything wrong, Hiruzen said with fear. The next day, Naruto was walking to get some food. He went to the shop, picked up some items, and then put them on the counter. When the shopkeeper saw him, he scowled. Oi, demon. How many times have I told you not to come to this shop? I don't serve your kind over here. Now get out, the shopkeeper yelled as Naruto got mad. His karma spread throughout his body, once again activating the features he got that I described previously, like the purple aura, the 3 rinnegan eyes, and the lines covering him. So, you won't sell me food then? Naruto said in a deadly, scary tone, as the shopkeeper backed up before Naruto grabbed him by the neck, lifting him off the ground. Naruto then grabbed the chakra rod and stabbed it straight through the man's arm, as he carried on stabbing the arm, making it bleed from different places as there was holes everywhere in his arm. Ow, stop! You can have whatever you want for free. It's on the house, yelled the shopkeeper in pain and fear. Oh, so now I can have these items, and for free as well. Shouldn't you have just done that before? You think that it's funny bullying me just because I protect you from whatever you call the demon is? I guess this is how I should treat your Leaf citizens, just like how you treat me, Naruto said as he sent the man to hell using the human petropath. Everyone around him in the shop looked in horror. Naruto laughed as he went and took all the money and stole all the food. I guess Mother Kaguya was right. This is how Hagoromo should have treated the humans long ago. They truly are disgusting, pathetic, evil creatures, Naruto says as he remembered from gaining Hagoromo's abilities, memories and powers, everything that Hagoromo went through, and he agreed with Kaguya that humans need to be controlled, leashed up. Naruto had also gained a bit of Hagoromo's personality, but that quickly changed since Naruto had lived not a sheltered life like Hagoromo, where Hagoromo saw humans as precious beings that need to be protected, but Naruto has seen the true evil, the true nature of humans and the shinobi world, and he wholeheartedly agreed with Kaguya. Time skip, a week. Naruto had been doing this to any shopkeeper that got in his way or anyone who had hurt him. At the council room, Hiruzen, you must stop this madness. This beast is killing all of our shinobi, our civilians, just for getting in his way. Rose Harano, aunt of Sakura, who had now adopted her after Mabuki Harano died, said, Yeah, we should have just let Lord Danzo have him when he was born, but now he is dead, and it's all because of you. If only you weren't weak and you just made him a weapon, a fat civilian council member said. Yeah, he's out of control, said another. He will kill us. We need to destroy him before somehow, another said. Enough. As you can see, we have no power over Naruto. Seals don't work against him. I don't know what power he has, but that somehow disables the seals. The only seal that works on him is his karma seal, or whatever the seal on his hand is, that grants him the abilities of the Sage of Six Paths. And not only that, that seal automatically activates when he is attacked, even when he's out of chakra or in sleep. Are you too blind to see that he has the rinnegan as well? The rinnegan, the strongest dojutsu of the 3 great dojutsus, and the one said to have belonged to the Sage of Six Paths, the man who gave us chakra, and ninjutsu, the man who created the ninja and the ninja world, Hiruzen yelled. So, just because he's this reincarnation of this legendary figure, we just let him do as he please, says Rosarano. Oh please, we all know that the only people he targets are those who hurt him in the past or people who get in his way now. So unless you don't provoke Naruto, and you haven't broken any of my laws in the past, you won't die, Hiruzen said simply, as the Shinobi Council nodded, as they never did like the civilian councils, and they never really did anything to Naruto, cause Naruto didn't really do anything to them. But now, the civilian council was scared. They know that they would be destroyed easily. Time skip, Naruto age 6. Naruto had killed anyone who had tried to hurt him. He had annihilated the civilian council, as they had tried to hire a lot of rogue shinobi S-rank people to kill him. He had destroyed thousands of S-rank shinobis within seconds. He had also killed the rich civilians and the shinobi under their employment. After that, the entire Leaf village had started to fear Naruto, as nobody could stop him. So now we go on to Menma's life. Menma had a really decent life, like a really good life. He was trained by Jiraiya to be the Toad Sannin's successor. He was arrogant but somewhat strong compared to Sasuke, but compared to Naruto, he was mere cannon fodder, weak, trash. He had control over the Naito's chakra, but due to him being a child, he could only use 2 tails without his body ripping apart. He could summon toads, but currently he could only hold the Gamabunta or any of the big toads for a few seconds before he ran out of chakra, even with the QB supplying him, as he could only use a certain amount of chakra. He had learnt a few basic seals, but nothing special. He was just able to steal items inside of scrolls and stuff like that. He was also more of an attacker than a strategic fighter. Menma believed himself to be God's gift to humanity. He is arrogant. He heard that he had a brother, but didn't care about Naruto. He thinks of Naruto as trash. He was happy Jiraiya ditched the useless brother, considering he would have been dead weight. Menma also believed that Naruto was a disgrace to his clan and the dead lost who had accomplished nothing in life. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna remove the stain from the Namikaze Uzumaki name Menma had promised on his parents' graves when Jiraiya had took him to visit when they came into Konoha this one time. Well, one of the few times. Jiraiya had encountered a problem which he used Naruto to fill. Jiraiya had encouraged the behavior, believing Naruto to be someone who was weak and would weigh Menma down in completing his life's goal, completing the prophecy and creating peace. Menma, however, didn't want peace. He wanted the entire world to rule under him, under his banner. Back to Naruto. We see Naruto coming into Academy. It was the first day of Academy. Naruto took a seat at the back of the class. It's him, Sakura said. Yeah, that's the one Mommy told us to stay away from. He's the demon who kills, Ina said. He killed my mommy, Sakura said as Sasuke looked at Naruto in fear, but also out of anger, jealousy. He had seen Naruto ruthlessly kill Danzo and Anbu, but he was an Uchiha elite, so he wouldn't be scared of such trash. He was greater, better than this pathetic, clanless daube. Naruto had aced all of the tests with flying colors. It was simple. His rinnegan allowed him to easily surpass and learn what these mortals taught. That, and he had access to all of Hagoromo's knowledge, which instantly put him above everyone because he had perfect chakra control. He had access to jutsus that would make S-rank jutsus look like D-rank. Naruto had just passed with flying colors the kunai throwing and the 3 basic jutsus. As he was now watching a fight, he watched Sakura get her face slammed into the wall by Ino. Okay, so we will now be doing sparring to see where all of you rank in the class. Don't be down. If you lose, you are to remember you are in class to learn, Ruka said as he looked at the main clan heads. He placed his bet on Sasuke Uchiha winning, even though that Naruto was said to have these insane powers where he beat Danzo. He did not believe it, and Sasuke was of the prestigious Uchiha clan. Okay, so the last match is Kiba vs Naruto, as everyone was shocked. I feel sorry for him, he's against the demon, Ino said. Kiba, forfeit, or the demon will kill you, just like he did to my mummy, Sakura screeched out, breaking glass. Don't worry guys, I will show this demon brat his place, and show you who the true alpha is, and then you, Sakura, Ino, Hinata can reward me by becoming part of my harem, Kiba declared with pride. Naruto got mad. Whenever anybody called him a demon, he just snapped. I'm gonna kill you, bitch, Naruto yelled, as Kiba and Akamaru did the man-beast clone technique, shocking Uruka as he instantly gave Kiba way more points, as that was a high-level clan technique and his student had just performed it easily. Kiba then started throwing kunais at Naruto. The karma spread around Naruto as once again he had the same features as before, as Naruto wielded his truth-seeking orbs to create a barrier which destroyed the kunais thrown at him. Kiba, for what my dad told me, those black chakra balls defend him from all types of attacks. They dispel chakra and can destroy any weapon, Shikamaru says. What? How's that fair? So, you're telling me that not only are you a demon, you're also a cheater, Kiba said, enraging Naruto even more. I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm going to make you suffer for calling me a demon, Naruto says, as his chakra rose more and more, making everybody fall to the ground. What is this power? It should belong to an Uchiha elite like myself, Sasuke said. He's not just a demon, but a demon god, Sakura said, as she sat herself. Kiba, he stands no chance against this monster. Nobody does, Ino says. He's a monster. I can't believe he's Menma-kun's brother, but Menma has to be stronger than him. He fights for good, Hinata said, scared. Hinata wondered how this boy could be the brother of the savior who had saved her long ago, along with Lord Jiraiya. Now die, Naruto yells as he shot chakra rods at Kiba, or who he thought was Kiba but was actually Akamaru. Everyone stared in horror as the dog took his final breath and died, as Kiba's adorable companion was no more. No! Akamaru, how dare you! Someone, please help him! He's my best friend, Kiba cried out, hugging onto the dead body of Akamaru. Match over, Iruka said before Naruto could go and kill the real Kiba. You're lucky, Kiba. I promised the old man I wouldn't kill unless in a match where I'm legally allowed to kill, Naruto said. But you son of a bitch, enjoy life without your puppy. I enjoyed your suffering, just like how you leaf bastards made me suffer, Naruto said. And after that day, everyone knew not to mess with Naruto. He had established himself as the alpha, as the top dog, as the top fox. He started to skip out on school every day, and the teachers would give him full marks, just so that they never got on his bad side. And that was what happened for the next few years, as Naruto killed and ruled over the village using fear. Hiruzen was too weak to do anything about it, but today was graduation day. Naruto walked into class. He saw everyone was happy, which was kind of weird because whenever he walked into class he would see fear. Naruto went to go to his seat, but was mad. There was someone with red hair that looked like him. Was this some sort of redhead clone that they tried to make to defeat him? Sitting in his chair. Did Hiruzen really think that some weak clone would be able to beat him? Hey, leaf scum! That's my seat, Naruto yelled, smashing his arm on the table, expecting the boy to move, but the boy just rose his head up and saw Naruto. It's mine now. I'm the son of the fourth Hokage, but you should know that, shouldn't you, brother? I am Menma Uzumaki Namikaze, the student of the Toad-san in Dryer and our father's teacher, and the summoner of the Toads, just like our father was. But I don't expect you to know that because you're a failure, a disgrace who wasn't even worth being trained. And I'm also the head of the Uzumaki Namikaze clan, so you are a bunch clan slave. So as I am the clan head, I order you to go and sit anywhere else. You disgrace, you slave, Menma said. Naruto's eyes widened and shocked at the disrespect and that he was abandoned by his father's chosen godfather, but that quickly changed to rage. What in the actual fuck did you call me? Naruto says as his karma spread through his body. His eyes turned into a rinnegan while the rinnegan opened up. His forehead had the 9 tomoe rinnegan in it as the truth-seeking orbs formed. You think you're better than me just because some old bastard chose to train you? Well then, I guess I'm going to have to put you in this place and show this village who the true king truly is, Naruto says in a deadly tone. But guys, that's all for today. Peace.